Hello, my lovely Aries. This is Sharon Zadkiel with a general reading for Aries for the month of September 2018. What do this listening to for the month of September 2018? Okay. Ah, beautiful. The energy sitting underneath this reading for you today, my dear Aries, is the Six of Cups. This is all about past links, generally happy. So it is those whom we have had a heart link, who have known for an extended period of time, is the energy sitting under this reading for you. Okay. Please note that this is a general reading, so what comes through in this reading will resonate for some and not for others. However, for those of you, dear Aries, many of you have been being kept up late at night, for want of a better word, insomnia. Your mind has been working overtime with regard to a very close relationship. For some of you, this could be your partner, your husband, wife. So you've been feeling very restricted within this relationship. You have not been happy. For some of you, you will be using the enlightenment that is gained through actually all of this mental activity, because through this mental activity you are actually, in the month of September, dear Aries, deciding whether you really want to stay or whether you want to go. For those of you that are single, this is a case of, what do I really want out of a relationship that does come in? And do I even want a relationship at this stage, for some of you? But for those of you who have been feeling quite constricted and tied, and feeling like the relationship, for some of you, and being shown for some of you Aries, it's like, I've lost my identity within this relationship. What am I getting out of it? You feel like, for some of you, that you've been giving within this relationship and you're not getting a lot back, and you're deciding what you want and how you want this relationship to look like. It's an enlightenment that's coming towards you. It's like, all of a sudden, I've been putting up with this for years. This is what needs to happen. These are my ground rules. These are the things that I need for me to feel fulfilled, secure, loved within this relationship. Once you have come to that understanding and laid it on the table, one of two things is going to happen. The other party will heed what you have said, taken your advice, become more enlightened with the energy of the Hierophant, and put into place those changes that you require for you to stay in this relationship. And if that is done, then this will bring success. However, if you find yourself that the other party doesn't want to do this, you may find yourself making the decision to trust your intuition, know that you have the higher ground, tackle one obstacle at a time, because winning is within reach, bringing you the success within this relationship that you need. Or alternatively, for some of you, you may decide, enough's enough, I need a break, I need to take some time out to really decide what I need. know, my dear Aries, that for some of you, you have the beautiful Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is unexpected money is coming your way. May not be a huge amount, but it will mean that for some of you it may be inheritance, others it's a win, but it's unexpected money. So can be from family, usually from family, but you know, it's all of a sudden you're going to be able to do what you want to do. So rather than having to worry about money, the money's going to be there for you to use your intuition and start making plans for the future so that you can stop feeling like a martyr within your relationships. And, you know, these relationships cannot just be a partner. These can be, you know, relationships in general. This is a general reading. So relationships with siblings, relationships with children, relationships with your friends. You know, when we have a relationship, it takes time, effort, energy, and it has to be mutually beneficial. I'm not saying that you have to use people, but I'm saying, you know, dear Aries, with the energy that's sitting here, you want to overcome the obstacles. You want to get to the point where you can reap the success and have successful relationships that are based on mutual joy and respect in each other's lives, that are uplifting and supportive. You need to set the ground rules. If you have relationships around you that are of a very negative nature, cut them out or step back and put into place tools or boundaries that can allow you to deal with the negative aspects of this relationship. But this is acceptable behaviour, this is not acceptable behaviour. And see where it takes you. It's about deciding what it is that you, my dear Aries, want in the close relationships that you have within and around you. You do need to trust your intuition, because you have been getting signs and downloads about what you really need to do to have the abundance that comes with the Ten of Pentacles. To be able to utilise this little windfall that is coming your way in a way that is beneficial for you. How is this best utilised for your greater good and happiness? Okay, there has been discontentment. You have not been a happy chappy, my dear Air. Many of you, my dear Aries, not everyone. This is a general reading. However, when I see the Nine of Swords, this, you know, insomnia, unable to sleep, mind chatter, not being able to stop the worry and the disappointment. And that's how you've been feeling. You've been offered this cup, but you don't want that cup. And you're sitting there going, that is not what I want. This is not how I want this to look. However, you have 3 other cups on offer, but you're not even considering them. There are different opportunities for you, dear Aries. And through cutting the ties that bind you, you can't cut from love, but those ties that bind you, that prevent you from expressing the divine you that you are, through quiet reflection, through meditation. Some of you may choose to study, but with the foresight that if you take the energy of the Page of Cups, you can let go of the discontentment, the martyrdom, the cruelty, the deception. It's brought you learnt strength. However, it's time to let it go. There will be oppositions and problems before gains and before you can move forward. This has been a situation that you have felt for a very long time. With the Knight of Wands, I think of the Knight of Wands. He comes in, but he's also a time card. So for many of you, you have been feeling this Nine of Swords, Four of Cups energy for 12 months, 2 years, some even longer. There have been little glimmers of light in there, but overall, this is how you've been feeling. You do have the Queen of Wands, which is a very natural lady around you, usually devoted to home, is a lady. She's classy. She's not a tomboy. She's not trashy. She's elegant. She's a lady. She will come in and support you through this. You have a dear friend that will support you. Reach out to this person, because you will need the emotional support to come to terms with the decisions that you will make. You have the vehicle to overcome any barrier. You have in your power the tools to get to where you need to go. You need to start making progress through your effort, and you've been putting in effort. You are one of the hardest working signs that there are. However, you will need to use your courage to face your enemies and the situation. If you use your intuition, you will know which way to go. If it feels good, dear Aries, do it. Use the vehicles and that you have, the tools that you have, the resources that you have, including this little windfall that for many of you will come in the month of September, to overcome the obstacles. Internal, external, may we all bind our foes, both within and without. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. So for some of you, this may be an external relationship that you need to sort out one way or another. For others of you, it will be an internal flow. So the negative self-talk, the anxiety, the depression that some of you have been experiencing, look at it. Use quiet reflection to overcome the opposition. If you do that, then even though there have been, for want of a better word, problems before gains, you will get to where you need to go. Okay. I love it when the Devil card hits a reading. For some of you, this can be a Capricorn person. However, for the energy that I'm picking up for your reading, dear Aries, is beware of the hidden forces. This is all about the self-sabotage. For me, this is, it's sitting under the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups. So it's sitting under your discontentment, your martyrdom, the cruelty that you are and have been experiencing, the insomnia, the worries, the discontentment that you are. You need to, where at all possible, try not to let the mind chatter take you down a path that's going to leave you feeling bound and unable to move forward. For many of you, for me, the Devil card represents addictions. So know that those old habits and those old addictions that you've used in the past to lessen or excuse me, and I'll put it, The tools that you've used to suppress the emotions that you don't want to look at and don't want to address will no longer work for you. So, for some of you, be mindful of how much you're drinking. For others of you, that could be in the form of cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, overeating, sugar, whatever your addiction is and whatever you use to make yourself feel better, to alleviate these particular feelings of, awake in the middle of the night, distressed, discontent, feeling of being trapped. You just need to be mindful that they will not give you as much relief as what they have in the past. And, they really don't help us anyway. But, they are what they are. You have the 10 of Wands here. So there is success for you. However, you will be carrying responsibilities. But you are one that takes your responsibilities extremely seriously. You never shirk your responsibility. Never have, never will. Seek advice, seek a mediator or use your diplomacy skills to overcome the oppositions, to reach the point of gains. You will need to use your strength because you are going to come to grips with the situation. For some of you, this Strength card could also represent a Leo person. And it is around this particular, for some of you I'm getting that it's a Leo type energy that has been bringing in a lot of the worry, loss and disappointment. However, this can be changed. They will need to do work and you will need to do work. Within and around this person, things have not gone as you expected. You expected to be in a much different position within this particular relationship. And this relationship can be in the form of partnership, brother. This is a general reading, but it is a Leo type person, that you are extremely close to. And the situation can be changed. They'll need to do some work, you'll need to do some work. However, this is a time of spiritual growth. This is, when the planets have been retrograde, this is a case of, readdressing, re-looking, reassessing of who we are, what we want, where we want to go, looking at the mistakes, for want of a better word, or the choices that were questionable that we've made in the past, that we can now, with hindsight and with the knowledge that we've learnt through our experience of where we want our life to go. If you do, then you will find that all of this can be changed. You have the vehicle, you have the resources, you have the skills to actually get to where you want to go, dear Aries. At times it's not going to feel like an easy month. There's going to be peaks and troughs. But when the troughs happen, try and be mindful. And when the negativity, the self-doubt, the anxiety starts to raise its ugly head, this won't relate to all of you, but for those that this is general reading and it's, a message I'm being told to pass on, so I will. So for those of you that this is an issue, as soon as those thoughts and that negativity or that anxiety comes in, be mindful of it. Identify it as what it is. Nothing but a thought. However, thoughts have energy and like attracts like. So as soon as those thoughts come in, don't reach for your normal sabotaging techniques or tools, whether that be alcohol, drugs, food, any of the addictions that you may have. Switch it. Take that negative thought, shift it off to the side and replace it with a positive. You have a lot of gifts. You have a lot to offer, and you have the skill to reach the success that you require. Okay, what do the angels want you to know, dear Aries, for the month of September 2018? Oh. Okay, 3 cards that have jumped up. The first one is, what do you desire? Thinking about things. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order, only infusing loving thoughts and emotions into this situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So this, my dear Aries, is a beautiful reminder of to let go of the worry, the mental anxiety that you have been putting yourself through. And third but not last, lucky last, is assertiveness. This situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guidance and guiding your words. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you, dear Aries. Have an absolutely beautiful September. Let go of the worry. Decide exactly what it is that you want, and be assertive when you verbalize this, so that you can reach the bright possibilities. Many blessings. Thank you for your subscribes, likes, and comments and shares. Have a beautiful September, and see you again in October. Thank you.